Hi, my name is Jack Diven, and I want to invite you to partner with us to start a Jesus church that is a catalyst for change in Las Vegas. I was called to plant a church during a season of fervent prayer, and one morning when I was seeking the Lord, I felt Him impress something on my spirit in a way that was undeniable. The words were, "Pray for your church." It was then I began the journey of discerning this church planting calling with some trusted voices in my life. Honestly, even though I had received a clear calling from God, it took me some time to process the fear I experienced. Eventually, I followed this calling to Vegas to see if God would move my heart from a sense of calling to a sense of complete confirmation. It didn't take long on my trip to Vegas for me to experience the confirmation I traveled across the nation for. After a few meetings, a local church planter said to me, "You're going to plant a church." I looked back at him and said, "You're right." It meant the world to have another church planter call this church planting season out of me. It was the moment we never turned back. What I didn't expect was what happened the following day. A great friend of mine took me on a tour of the Strip. Near the end of the tour, we were walking up the steps toward the Bellagio Hotel, and I'll never forget the loneliness I saw in the eyes of the people up there. It was in that moment, overlooking the city skyline from the Bellagio Hotel, God stopped me in my tracks and gave me a burden for the city. I knew beyond a doubt we would not only be starting a church, but we were going to start that church in Las Vegas. We want you to help us be a catalyst for change, a light in the darkness we see in the city, by helping us plant a gospel-centered church right in the heart of Vegas. We want to create a space for people like our Muslim neighbor to find a community that feels like family and experience Jesus through the people of God. We want to build the kingdom of God in Vegas so that business leaders with empty dreams know they don't have to build their own kingdom anymore, that there's a better one to belong to. We want to be a church where our friends know that no matter how far they've gone, God is not done writing their story yet. We want to be a multiplying church that raises up powerful people of God and sends them out to start new churches. Light shines brightest in the darkest places. What would it look like for the glory of God to light up Sin City with the fire of revival through a church planting movement? Establishing this church in Las Vegas is an opportunity to see God do immeasurably more than we could ask or imagine. Las Vegas is a global city with millions of people who don't know Jesus. There is a huge opportunity for the power of the gospel to change lives. We know when the gospel changes a city like Las Vegas, the world will be changed along with it. So I want to invite you to join me on this mission by praying for us, by investing financially, or perhaps, just like others have done already, by moving to Vegas to be a part of how Jesus is changing lives in these days.